Hi, members. How are you? Oh, sorry, members. What did I just say? Hi, Luxees. How are you guys doing? Today is a very special timing live stream. We have a very special guest. So without further ado, I'm going to just pull her in. Um, and of course, you guys know Kat. She's my co-host. Hi, Charis.
Hi, it's
How are
good to see
you?
Hello.
Thank you so much for taking the time again to come to our live stream. I know you are super, super busy. And also, I wanted to let all the Luxies know that Charis is going to be here to answer some of your questions. And we already got them gathered ahead of time on Instagram stories. So thank you for your submission. She's only here for a limited time for about an hour and a half. So we're going to try to go through as many as possible. And of course, yeah, of course, there were some few duplicates as well. And then if we have a chance, maybe Kat will also help us pull in some from the audience. But I already have all of them on a banner. I've typed all of them. So that as far as housekeeping goes, that's what it is today. Also for tomorrow, we have a members live stream, and it is actually going to be at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So just slightly earlier than usual, but yeah, it's still going to be in the evening. And of course, as per usual, if you have any comments or questions for us, type question marks in front of your comment or your question, and then we'll see them. It'll help us really spot them. But yeah, Charis, welcome back to the live stream, to the Luxury Live Show. One of the questions that our Luxies have for you, and actually there are a few duplicates, but one of the kind of like a big one, which is part of our thumbnail is, and let me show it. Are you now more of a Chanel or LV or Hermes
lover?
And you can only choose one.
I know that's yeah, I had to really think about it when Amy told me the question, and I was like, I never really thought of it until you asked. I would say I don't think I will ever move away from LV, just because that was my first the high-end luxury brand that I really got into and really loved, and that's how how I was introduced to this whole world, but before LV I had many Coach bags and what are the names? I forgot, but the ones that
Like the contemporary brands.
Yeah, and what's that one? The not Marc Jacobs,
Kate Spade.
No.
Kate Spade?
Yeah, Kate Spade.
Coach,
And
what else?
Michael Kors.
Kors.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
I had those first. So what I'm saying is that you don't go from A to Z. So you start from somewhere. So that's how I started too. And I think most people start like that. I don't think people get, Birkin or go to Hermes right away unless you have family.
Yep, it's true.
Will give to you,
Exactly.
something like that. So yeah, in typical life, I think that's how I started. So LV will be there forever. But if I have to answer the question, are you more of a Chanel or Hermes or LV lover?
Like now, because most of us started off, like you said, right? Because I started
Yes.
off with Coach. Or even before that, we had all these other like Guess jeans, they're a little bit more expensive than the no brand kind of
Mhm.
luxury, right? Then I started with LV as well. But
Mhm.
honestly, I have sort of moved away from buying so much LV. I still
Right.
like it, but I'll buy certain things. Like I appreciate their SLGs. It's a really
Mhm.
good quality and they last really long. But would I
Mhm.
continue to buy more bags there? I would rather buy something else. And that's just being honest because it's now, right? So
Right.
Yeah, I think when I showed you all the questions and we chatted a little bit about it, it's such a hard question to answer. Even for me, I was thinking so hard when you asked me back, right? I was like, you know what? For the longest time, I was, even if you asked me like 6 months ago, I was still more of a Chanel lover because that was what I was really into still, and much, much more, right? That's what the question is, right? Which one is more? But of course, ever since I got my Birkin, and not just the Birkin, ever since I started getting the Hermes leathers, like the actual bags, right? The leather goods, I have a newfound appreciation for just how it sounds like this, like everyone says the same thing, right? The craftsmanship, the quality, the quality of the leather, and how good it smells, all those things. But it's true. And I think until you own some of Hermes leathers, you don't understand that. And until you are at that point, like until you get your very first leather bag from Hermes, you don't appreciate Hermes for what it is. You only hear what you hear. You hear about, oh, that they're expensive, hard to get. I don't know, a brand that is so too exclusive and elusive, especially for the quarter bags. But I think until you are really in it and you start using some of the leather goods, especially because of course they offer everything else, but especially their leather goods, they're just so exceptional. So I can actually say now, even just a change from 6 months ago, I can say now that I'm more of an Hermes lover. And it's all kind of all relative, and it's just the timing and where you're at. It's such a hard question. Such a hard question. So are you more of an Hermes lover now, do you think?
I just like what you said, and also Kat, I totally, that's exact, I mean, I agree 100 and plus. Same. I think most people will experience that too if you're in that journey,
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say, but I'll say for a bag, just like what Kat said, the LV, I have to really see something very, very, very special. If
Yes.
really one, especially canvas. That it's not like I'm trying to move away from canvas, but because I do have so many canvas bags still sitting in my closet, which is a shame. I feel like it's a shame that I'm not using them, but I have them in my closet, honestly, and I thought of letting them go, but then I'm like, what if one day I want it and now the price went up and da 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 da. I don't want to pay that much for canvas bags, right? So I don't know. That's a little bit in my mind, but also I don't know. I don't have time to sell, honestly. So that's another thing. But I do think about, I need to let some go because I seriously never even touched, once the whole year or. So okay, so the question is, TLV I love, but okay, I brought some bags, but like leather bags. So this is like my favorite still, LV bag. If I can just say one bag that I will keep, I don't know if I will keep every color I have, but at least one I will have, maybe two. Like it's like I really, really, really do love and appreciate, and the quality I can really tell. And the first capucines I got, I really, really fell in love. That was size BB, but I still have that. But mini, has become my favorite just because I don't have to carry a lot of things. Anyways, things change, but I just want to give one shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine Babies?
JB, yep.
Yeah, baby. Baby? Wait, is it
Oh,
baby?
yes, I see her comment right
Yeah,
here.
Jasmine, she is such a good subscriber, and I
Oh,
always see her, commenting. So I just want to give a shout out. Like,
hi,
Hi,
Jasmine.
thank you.
so yeah, I'm happy. Anyways, so with that, LV, I do still love the leather bag, and I'm more interested in leather bags. But the question to it, are you more of a Chanel or a Hermes lover? So I brought Chanel bag too here, the classic, and
Yes.
you know
Nice.
what? I think, I mean, for LV, I'll say, okay, I'm like all over the place, like you.
She can't answer. She's like, I
He
can't
came prepared.
decide.
Many things, but I don't want to say just one thing and that's it, you know. But I was talking to Amy when we were testing this, you know, the other day about my nail polish. What would you call it? Like the
Oh
person
yes,
my
your nail salon, like the
nail
person that
salon.
does
Yeah,
your nail. Yeah.
yeah. He is the owner of that big nail salon, and he owns another one. And you know, I been chatting with him quite a long time, and I've been seeing him for a while, so I kind of know that he is rich. You know, he has a lot. You know, and he has
Mhm.
a lot of properties and things like this. So we do chat a little bit of things, but he never talked about my bag or he never talked about anything. And he doesn't know I do YouTube or social media. He's not interested in social media. That's what he says. So I don't think he knows I talk about handbags, you know.
Yeah.
But one day, this time when he did my yellow color, he asked me randomly, he said, well, I bought Chanel bag to my wife 5 years ago. And now I'm thinking of buying another one for her, but I see the price went up so much. And he's like, so between LV and Chanel, which one would you recommend? Because I see you with bags always changing, you know. So I was like, oh, you know, I never even thought
Surprised you, right?
you would care or even
Yeah.
think, you know, or looked. And I honestly, when I go there, I have a mask on, I have no makeup, and I'm like, you know, kind of like this. So I really didn't think anything, you know. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, when I wanted to answer him that question, it was quite hard to answer. Which one should I recommend? And you know, and I also asked him, do you know Hermes? You know, and he
Mm.
said, what is it? You know, so he doesn't really know. So I show him the, you know, on my phone, I show him the website and do you know this name? And he was like, I think I've seen somewhere, but I don't know exactly, you know? So I was like, well, if I was your wife,
I would love a Birkin.
it's one bag, it's not easy to get, but I don't know because you're, you know, you've got, you know, money, so maybe you could buy her something that's very, very, you know, hard to get, but you could get, you know. Then, anyways, Amy, help me. I don't know what I was gonna
Okay.
say.
So did you end up telling him that there is this like journey that you can't just walk in and buy any bags, that you might have to become sort of like a client that they see often, you work with a certain essay, you buy their things to show that you are not just after their bags, that you actually love the brand.
Mhm.
Have you gone into this conversation with him yet or not really?
He's a
No,
guy.
it's
I don't.
hard. It's so hard to
I don't
explain
think
this.
it's really, you really have to commit to that brand. I think you
Yeah.
really have to be really in it. Otherwise, who is gonna really do that? I mean, who's got time and effort? Even, you know, money is just another issue. You know,
Yeah.
so you really have to have the heart. Like you really want to do it.
Mm.
I
You
think
really
that is
want, you have to be desperate.
Yeah.
right.
That's
I think that is a misconception that a lot of people have. But it's so funny that you mentioned this story because he's someone who is, you know, he's worked hard, right?
Yeah.
He's worked hard. He is wealthy because
Mhm.
of, you know, his entrepreneurship, his businesses, and he can afford those things. He can
Yeah.
afford the best things, and he have properties and everything. So
Mhm.
you would think that, oh, that it's just a normal thing for them to just buy into. But if you don't know, and you just, especially he's a guy, as I guess, but like if you just don't know the brands and how it works, um it, it's hard to get into when you don't know, right?
Mhm.
But I do see that as more of a natural progression. And the thing is, when you told him about it, oh, have you heard of Hermes, right? I'm sure it opened his eye. He's like, oh wow, there's
What
an
is
other
this?
world, there's better than LV and Chanel.
I know he had no idea. He thought so. What another point I wanted to talk about is that you don't have to really know it, but in general, a lot of people see the logo, right?
Yes.
Like LV sign or Chanel CC. Pretty much everybody knows, I think. So they just think that's expensive handbags, you know. So when they want luxury handbags, they want logo-y, right? But I also brought the, Birkin here. This,
Yes.
if you don't know it, really, you cannot really tell if it's like Hermes.
Mhm.
I mean, for him, if I was wearing this handbag, I don't think he would even appreciate or know,
Yeah.
like, or ask anything. But because I might have brought like Chanel bag that has CC, so that made him to think, oh, she's got handbags, so I could ask her, So to answer the question again, are you more of Chanel or Hermes? Or I would say yes for Hermes for understated bags.
Mm.
And like Amy said, the craftsmanship, it's just another world. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like to say it too strongly, in my videos because people start to really creep up. Oh,
Oh, cute.
Hey, Blueberry.
We have some cute company
I
here.
know. Coming to bug
cute.
me. Get away.
Aww.
I'm like the toy now. Because I keep chasing him around. So anyway, it's like go away.
Okay, so Chris says, woke up on Friday morning at 5:30, stay up to watch.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
So
sweet.
Chris is from
Chris.
Singapore, and she stayed up. Oh,
Really?
she woke up early and she stayed up late to watch us. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
sweet. Thank you so much, Chris. Yeah. Anyway,
Craftsmanship.
so yeah, craftsmanship. I say number one, craftsmanship that I have from all the brands. I think Hermes just, I honestly, before I got the first Birkin I have, the gold is the first one I got. And I think, I mean, before I got it, I thought I will have only one. And that's where we all start by. But I really, really thought that's insane amount of money, and I would not need another one. So I started with that, and it's just to compare to that craftsmanship and the journey that you have to go through to get it, and just behind so many things. But it's different,
It's
you
different.
know. So yeah. So you want another one, but different color because you want to change out. So craftsmanship and the handbag leather world. I think Hermes, I would say I'm more of Hermes lover. But for Chanel, I love classic flaps. That's my favorite from Chanel. And anybody who asks, I will always recommend this, even though the price is crazy and you could buy, pre-loved and you could, pay less, I believe. So I would say it, but I don't know. It's like very bad to say this, but the quality, I don't have vintage, but I know it. The quality has gone down. I know it. But I still buy it because I love it. So it's very hard to say it, but Chanel, I would get Chanel ready-to-wear items over Hermes. I mean, Hermes ready-to-wear items are not as pretty, I'll say. Not as pretty. And I don't know where I'm going now, but for LV, I don't think I will go with canvas bags unless I really, really need something, durability or whatever, like backpack style or something. So I will go with Capucines if I have to get something leather, and if I discover with brand new handbags that are brand like leather, maybe I'll go with that. But LV, I really like their ready-to-wear items.
Yeah.
Really nice. Even they mix with trendy. I mean, not mix, but they are trendy, you know. But still classic style I can choose. So there's a lot, and LV just brings out so much,
Mm.
you know. And I really like when the prices are high, but I'm now more into more like ready-to-wear items, you know, from LV and jewelries or just something different than same thing that I always get, right? So for that, it's just really difficult to answer that, but I still love LV.
But a
But
different category.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
different categories. And Chanel, I don't know now that I'm talking about flap. I don't know which one I like the best at Chanel House, you know?
Mhm.
Because even though it's very expensive, but it's really not worth it. It's not really worth it to spend that much money for the bag that is just leather. And actually, it's not the craftsmanship that you expect to pay them much for.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's really bad for me to say about Chanel. But this, if you know, you have to choose one, yes or mess.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
or mess. And the price isn't really different, honestly, you know, now.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, now, not before, but now the price has gone up. So I'm sorry, but I've got to say it's not really worth it if you're going into that, you know, the luxury world or journey. I think having one may be worth having, but don't
Mm.
pay full price. Yeah, you can get it from I don't know which store, but I don't really buy pre-loved items, so I cannot really recommend it. But I do get asked quite often,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
and I just say the real or fashion file. That's what we all know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I say, but anyways, you know,
Yeah, you kind of touched on that question, which is
It's
do you buy
interesting
pre-loved?
actually what
uh-huh.
you said, Charis, because I think Amy, we had this conversation as well. We said that with Hermes, it's the bags. Like the leather goods are just so nice, and when you fall in love
Mhm.
with the bags,
Oh
but
yeah.
the ready to wear is a bit like it's
Ooh.
Not
it's
exciting.
it's not exciting. It's not
Yeah.
fun. It's quite matured,
Yeah.
maybe a little too mature that it's a bit
Right.
more down. I mean, it's very safe. It's beautiful
Mhm.
still, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
just a bit like. But the ready to wear at LV has been really interesting because we also
Mhm.
just did a live and we found that the clothes are just so fun. The jackets with the stars. I mean,
Oh
the
my
recent
goodness,
one,
like endless,
it
yeah.
yeah, it's so nice. And the price between Hermes and LV, I think they're about the same. But then you come into the middle, which is like the Chanel. Oh my gosh, the prices of the ready to wear is just out of this world. So what are you left with? Chanel. I guess maybe some pieces of accessories, then the classic flaps. So yeah, I think with LV, it's the ready to wear now. It's the not so much of the bags, but all the accessories that are just a little bit more youthful and fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we agree on that. And then the bags, but
Mhm.
Chanel, actually, I'm not sure because Chanel's just so expensive. It's really hard to pick what you would really dive in, and like only the classic flap. That's the only thing you said, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
Because
I think it's
you're
I
ready
think
to wear.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
So you can talk. It's okay.
Yeah, we can move to a next question, but I was gonna say, like just to round this off, I was gonna say how I think this question is really hard to answer because it's not like we want to just say, oh, we are more of this now. Like, we
Mm,
can say that we're more of this, but we still love each brand for its their their kind of like number one or their star quality. I think for me, well, LV, I'm not into anything anymore, but I do have still a couple, well, four or five bags from LV, and I love those ones because they're just workhorses. But as far as Chanel, I think it's the fact that they're more fashionable, and in terms of like uh colors and just seasonal piece, they have so much to choose from, right? Because they have so many seasons per year, and it gets exciting that way because everything is fresh. But it also can get tiring that way because
Yeah.
it's always the same thing. At the end of the day, you just change the fabric or the color.
Oh yeah.
And so at one point, you're gonna move. I think maybe it's age also. I think all of us are in our 40s now. Like you're just gonna start appreciating things with a different aspect associated with it. You just like that it feels nicer on your hand because it's more well made. And I think that is where we're going with. But it doesn't mean that we don't love the brands that we started off with, because you don't get here until you have experienced all of those, right?
Mhm.
So, and I feel like as a, I guess someone on YouTube or as an
Mhm.
influencer, you get like people hold your words to it so hard,
Oh yeah.
and they can, not blame you, but they can sort of use that against you. Like if you say, oh, I'm just an Hermes lover now, or I'm more of an Hermes lover now, they're gonna use that against you somehow. And if you buy anything outside of that, then
Mhm.
like it's sort of partially that reason too that is so hard to answer, because next thing you know, if you unbox something else, they're like, oh, but I thought you only like Hermes now. It's sort of that too.
Yeah, by the way, LV unboxing should be coming up soon. So like don't talk about LV anymore. But but one thing to point out, I think as just like what Amy said, our age, I think that really matters also, because as our lifestyle, it really involves, it changes a lot, as you get older, and when you're in your 20s, it's just totally different. I might be still LV, handbag and, like canvas. It's more practical in that age because you have to bring your books, or, there's so many things involved as you grow and you have family and you have kids. That really changes also. But still, yeah. So what I'm saying is, we talked about Hermes ready-to-wear items not as fashionable or not as appealing, like very attractive or very like glamorous, or bam, like Hermes, right? So I also like the fact that it's not as showy, like it doesn't have a lot of logo, because like Chanel, when you have like like what am I doing?
The
This.
CC, like the
Yeah, so it's like but that's what I mean. A lot of salespeople told me everybody wants that. Everybody looks for that, the logo. So logo-y ones sell out fast first. And the ones that are not as logo-y, maybe just 1cc or a tiny cc, then that doesn't sell fast. Later on it will, but a lot of people want the logo, So when you're younger, I think somewhat you look for that more so than when you get older and mature, So again, we're talking about the Birkin. If you don't know, you really don't know. It doesn't say H
Yeah.
here, or Hermes. Even that, guy, he doesn't even know the name brand Hermes,
yeah.
He's got, a lot of properties. I would think he would know,
Hmm.
zero idea, just because people who are not really into it don't really recognize. But CC, it, Chanel, LV, obviously everywhere. LV,
Yeah.
the monogram, that's the best selling items. Also, still at LV because of the logo.
Mm.
So, anyways, changes, progression, journey, change. So we cannot say, yeah, which one her number one favorite bag.
Yeah. Okay, so having said all of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angel Leung wants to know, what is your number one favorite bag? It's another really
number
hard
one
question.
favorite
Number one
bag.
favorite, it's like, oh, it's like choosing between two babies, or how many ever babies that you have. But if you had to answer it, what would it be?
Wow. I answered that from last live stream. Do you guys
I think
remember?
so, yeah. Everyone wants to know.
Oh, it's the Hermes Birkin 30. the rose extreme rose? No, rose extreme.
More than your classic
Mm.
flap.
More than my classic flap. I really love classic flap. A lot of people ask me what size is my favorite and what should I choose. I love small. Yeah, size small fits really well on my body frame, and
Mm-hmm.
I really like that proportionally just looks really nice. Handheld, just holding it, wearing like this or crossbody it. It's just nice size. It fits really well. Medium I really love also, but I don't know why I'm going that way. I'm talking about
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna pulling this one from Oksana. Oksana is here.
Oksana.
Hi,
Wow.
yeah. Hi, Charis. How do you like your Kelly 32? What
Uh-huh.
an absolute dream, Hermes bag, 1 in a million. Yes, congratulations. You
Aw,
got the
thank
what color
you.
was it again? It was
It's
what color?
the size 32.
It's a
Kelly
uh-huh.
Cellier. The color name is Rouge Cellier. A lot of
Oh,
people think it's Rouge H.
I thought it was Rouge H at first when I
Exactly.
saw
That's
it.
more well-known, color. But the essay told me Rouge Cellier is more rare than Rouge.
Mm-hmm. It
Mm.
Because
is.
they don't make a lot of handbags. They normally come with shoes or accessories, like the leather
Mm.
band, like bracelet and stuff, but not like big size bags, not much. So when I wanted to link it, I had to search everywhere, but I could not find everything is like
Rouge H.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not it. Anyways, it's darker than Rouge H. Rouge H is more reddish.
Raw red. Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. So how do you like it? I That's so funny. I was not really into that color, chocolate. That's like least favorite color for me. It's like plummy, chocolatey, not burgundy. I more burgundy, but not as reddish burgundy. So it's really dark brown, chocolate brown color. But funny thing, I recently bought the cover, the iPhone case, and I chose the same color. Like I never get things like that. I never get that type of color for anything. I mean, I would choose like burgundy tops. Time to time I'll wear it when the fall time comes. But you
the,
know,
the bag has influenced you.
exactly, really did. And I started to try it. Normally, when I get brand new handbag, I put it on my table next to my bed, and I don't know. I start to think about it. Does that match with what I'm wearing? Because if I go to the closet, it's kind of far. So
Mm-hmm.
I grab what's in front of me more. So I try to put the brand new ones over there. Then I like to think about it. And I know people will ask me questions, so I like to just kind of brainstorm, from day to day. Anyway, so I had it, and every time I try it with anything that I wear, wow, it
Oh.
really works. And
Because
I
it's
was like,
brown? Is it because it's like has that brown? Because brown is the color that matches most things.
yeah. But you know what, Damier Ebene is, I think that color is similar to this. If I have to compare it to anything that I've got in my collection, the Damier Ebene canvas,
Mm.
LV, it's different, because it's checker print. This is solid, so it's different. But for Damier Ebene, for some reason, I think of me wearing it when it's cooler time, right? Only. But this one, I don't know, maybe because I have Twilly on it. I don't know. But I could really wear it with even like summery outfits too. So
Mm.
interesting. So
But
another thing to point out is that until you get it, you really don't know it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine anything you want or you could imagine, and people could tell you and influence you a lot of times. So, but until you get it and you own it and you use it, you really don't know it. Same as our life, right? Until you have a baby, you don't really know
Yeah.
what it's really like, right? So kind of similar. I mean, of course, I'm not talking about life, you know.
But you
Living
never really decided to get a 32 Kelly, right? What do you think? Have you used it a few times, like enough to know if you like the
quite
structure
connected.
and also that size now?
I actually like them more than size 28 Kelly.
Oh.
Not retorn, but cellular. Cellular 28 is just so hard to get in. It's hard to get inside just because it's so stiff. Still, you know, the one that I have, I don't know how long I've had. I didn't get to really use a lot. Every time I use it, I'm like, wow, this handbag is so hard to use. It's
Mm,
I ended up holding everything on my hands and holding the bag.
yeah.
I can understand that. I have yeah, because I have the 25. You just like you just don't want to keep opening the bag. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
also every time you open, you feel like you're just ruining the bag just because every time you know, like open the flap, it makes sound
Yes.
like you feel like it's like, oh
Scraping.
no, like yeah, it's like painful, you know. So
Yeah.
did I do something? And I have to check. I'm like, man, this is hard to.
Yeah.
I want easier life, you know. So then I go with Birkin. That's why I like Birkin more. But
Mm.
size 32 cellular, even though it's cellular, it doesn't do like 28 does.
Mm.
28 is so stiff. Every time you open the flap, you have to go through opening the wing part, you
Mm-hmm.
know, kind of push it a little bit, loosen up, and
Yeah.
then open it. And when you close it, you also want to be careful with the hardware, but then also you don't want the wing to be crooked, you know, or get into together, you know. So you have to pull together and then push it down. And think about the phone. You have to be keep looking, right? I mean, someone called you. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my,
Yes.
it's crazy.
Charis has explained it perfectly. It's the stressful part of opening and
Very
closing.
stressful to use the bag, even though I love it and it looks really classy and elegant. I love the look so much, actually maybe more than Birkin, but the way how you use it, it's just so hard. Return
Mm.
is different store though. I mean store, sorry. Return, retourne or
Mm.
return. I don't know which one is best way to
Uh,
pronounce it, but I
Fatone.
think you guys know
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So that is easier.
Mm.
It's not as steep like cellular. So yeah, two different, you know.
So if you had to
Interesting.
choose it again, like if you were to choose your wish list, right?
Mhm.
After the Birkins, because you like Birkins more, but if you were to choose a Kelly, you would go for a 32?
That's another hard question.
And also,
I
I
love
think I saw a
size
question
28.
about,
Yeah, I like the size 28 still just because I like smaller size handbags
yeah.
in general. But because the ease of using 32, now it has changed, started to change, but I'm not there to choose which
Ah,
size,
yes.
honestly, if I'm really honest. But I like to answer it, but I think I need to be very thorough about true
Yeah.
experience. I haven't had it that long, so
Mm.
but every time I open it, I'm always surprised. I'm like, wow, so deep. How come?
But when okay, I have a question. When you open it, do you open it with things inside or without?
Without
So I think that
my
could be a different because once you
really.
put things inside, it weighs the bag down a little bit. Like it weighs. So
Ah,
when you open it, I wonder if you will have the same issue as scraping, because the bag
no, it won't. It
it
will be
won't.
easier to even open because it's heavier on the bottom. It drops down. You know, when things are inside. It's like this bag. I mean, I should have brought the bag here. But, uh,
It
this
drops.
it's nothing inside right
Mm.
now. So when things are inside, I think it's easier to open.
Okay, let us know. Let us know when you start using it.
Okay. I used it once actually, and I didn't put a lot of things honestly because I don't like to carry a lot of things.
Hmm.
gets heavy. Any bag
Yep.
gets heavy. So, and I like to protect the bag. So
Yeah.
carrying less things is better for
Yeah.
maintenance.
Totally
Yeah.
agree. Okay, let's switch it up. So, Spencer and Jam. She wants to know, does the VCA guilloche bracelet really scratch up that bad?
So I brought my same one with the necklace and the bracelet here.
Oh my gosh, I'm tempted.
You really need to be tempted because these are such a good, very, very good. But can you tell the difference? I mean, this camera is not as good quality, so it doesn't show much. But do you see the bracelet being a little bit more dull?
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I see
yeah,
it
yeah,
a little
yes.
bit. Yeah.
And
Yes.
the pendant right here with the
Yeah, like
necklace, right? The necklace, because it doesn't touch anywhere when I have it on, right? So it doesn't get scratches. It cannot get. I mean, unless I'm really hard
yeah,
on it. It's just, it's there, and
yeah.
I I don't know how many years I wore this straight. I recently took it off because I got Tiffany bracelet that I now wear with the, oh my goodness, my brain doesn't
Is
work.
it the one with the I don't
Charms.
know the names. But it's
Uh,
kind of like chunky hardware.
the hardware collection one.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's a links.
Yes.
So yeah, link collection and that bracelet. I mean the necklace and bracelet. I mean you can wear it two different ways. So that's when I was filming that. I think I took that. I mean took this on off.
Mm.
So which means I wore this for. Oh my goodness, maybe somebody knows. I don't
Do you take
remember.
it off?
I never take it off.
You never take it off, right? So you
I
shower,
I
you sleep.
shower, I cook, I wash dishes, I clean, I mean vacuum the house,
So you
everything, and I did not really care. That's the one thing I don't really care much about is jewelry because once I get jewelry, it's just mine, and I don't think about future things because I want
Yeah,
to just enjoy it.
yeah.
Um, so when I see it, when I flip it, like lean it the other way, I see scratches. I do see scratches a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
but still, I'll buy it. The price went up actually since I got it. When I bought it, I think it was around 3,000 something or 3,000. It was not less than 3,000, but now it's 4,000 something. This bracelet. I
Hmm.
went to check for some reason, but the price went up quite a lot. This is very, very popular. Yeah, when I bought it, it was limited edition.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was. When I bought it,
Oh.
the SA told me it's a limited edition and they only had this one, only one. And they had to resize it because it was a bit bigger. I mean, yeah, longer for me. So they had to send it to New York or was that New York or Paris? I don't remember. So they resized it for me. And so he told me it's a limited edition, but then not long later it became classic, I think. It became
Oh.
available more online. Before when I got it online, they didn't have it. Because I went to check and they didn't have it at all. So I was like, oh, okay. That was a good time that I went into the
Yeah.
store. He said it was the last one they had. So yeah, before I didn't even know about it. But when I went into the store, I kind of didn't plan on going in the store. It was in Texas. I still remember it. But then for some reason I saw it and I went in and I was looking around other things. I was more interested in the mother of pearl, so I tried it on, but then the guy actually brought this out because it was not in display and he said, I have something special and it's a limited edition and I don't know if you will like or not, but maybe you can take a look. And he was almost saying it's about to sell. I mean, be sold. I was like, what does that mean? But I think he had it on hold for someone. Not it was not sold, but he said I could show it to you if you could decide. So when I saw it, before even I tried it, I really fell in love just because the way how
It's so beautiful.
so
Oh,
beautiful. It's
yeah.
just so beautiful. I love it. I really do. So I do recommend this. I recommend 100%.
Mm.
I'll buy it again if I lose it, or yeah, even with the price increase, that price, it's really worth it, I think. Yeah.
So, related to that question, if you were to give your opinion about all the different brands of fine jewelry, since you have, you have the new Tiffany, you have Cartier, you have VCA. I don't know which other, what would you say about this?
That's a lot to, process. Which brands are you talking about? Like Cartier?
It's up to you, I guess. Her question is very general. Like
Fine.
I only own myself. I only own Cartier and I only own Hermes so far. Oh, and Chanel. I have a ring from Chanel. So I can only comment on those three. But I know Kat and you both have more jewelry, like more other brands jewelry. So
Yeah, I have Hermes, Cartier, Tiffany. Do I have Chanel? Oh, I have a Chanel ring. Yeah, I have a Chanel ring, but not much from Chanel. The Coco Crush line. I think those are the 4. I don't have VCA though. Not yet.
Oh, right, but you were looking at VCA.
I was.
What you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't, because I'm considering actually the ring of this now.
I also consider. I just don't know the size, so I couldn't get it.
Oh, yeah, because I saw a lady wear it. I was like, at first, the first time I looked at it, I was like, not sure. But then now, the more I look at it, it's really nice.
I think VCA is very unique. It's like anybody can like even, I don't know, 20s, because I didn't see it when I was in 20s, but in my 30s, and 40, I'm gonna become 40 soon. So that
You're not in the 40 club yet. You're not in the 40.
Oh, I was mistaken earlier then. You're the youngest one.
Oh, no wonder I'm getting backache like this, like 40s backache.
Oh no, I had the backache forever though.
So which is your opinion of all? Like, which is the one that if you had, okay, maybe we ask, like, if you had to rank them, because you have more, like you have Tiffany, you have Cartier, you have Hermes, a little bit Hermes, Chanel
only costume. I don't have any.
Okay.
And then VCA. So if you had to rank like top you would buy, and then maybe go down, like say not particularly, should be Tiffany, right? Didn't you have a nice new ring?
Tiffany does diamond very well. And I think when they started hardware collection, that really changed a lot especially for me, because for me, Tiffany, when I think of it, it's more young generation, like silver, like sterling silver. And that's when I really liked, and I was into Tiffany back then. Return to Tiffany. I don't know if you guys know it, but what is that movie name?
Breakfast at Tiffany's? Is it that?
No. The Lawyer.
The Lawyer?
Very, very popular movie. Do you guys know the
is it a comedy?
Blonde.
Oh,
how do you call
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes. Actually, she was wearing the Return to Tiffany necklace.
I remember.
Or
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde, yes. I think that's when it became very, very, very popular. Yeah, someone said
Yeah,
DJs
VJ.
legally.
That's right, Legally
Yeah,
Blonde.
and some other, you know, superstars. I think they were. But anyways, back then, that's when it was really popular. And anyways, so I still think Tiffany and Co. is more of younger. When I'm saying younger, it's like my age, I think. But when I'm thinking of Cartier, it's a little bit more, how to say mature, but I mean, Cartier is what is really well known for king and queens, like
Mm.
the royal family, like back then, and like really wealthy families, they own a lot of Cartier, like costume jewelries. That's what Cartier was doing it for them. So very high end, I would say. Compared to Tiffany, I do like Tiffany and I love it. And they introduce like brand new styles quite often and a lot. And I do really like hardware collection. I would love every single thing from hardware collection. That's how much I love, because so simple and so chic, but very elegant at the same time. So I love those, that category. So I really like, and I think it's good to invest in. But again, a little bit more young generation, I think, for Tiffany than Cartier. Cartier is, higher up, I think,
Mm-hmm,
or out there. And VCA, have you gone to their website? If you go, you see a lot of artistic like brooches
Yep.
and like very like scriptural, like very, I don't know, it's so different. It's
It's
super special.
like arty, mystical, with butterfly.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's very pretty.
I like that. Really unique, you know. And I just like what I was saying about the Alhambra vintage. I think that's the most popular size because it's not too tiny or too big. But I think Magic is becoming really popular. Magic is the bigger size of this.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the Sweet is the tiny one. That's what
Yeah.
I actually really like first before I move on to this, because I like tiny ones, tiny things. But anyways, this is really nice size, and I got compliments from so many different people from wearing this, not just because of the gyoche, the style of it, but the shape and everything. Some people think it's flower, some people think it's clover, or some people just, anybody think, certain things. But this is very interesting. I don't really like vintage type of style, honestly. I'm not really into vintage, or like, I don't buy anything pre-love. Like, like I
Mhm.
like brand new and
Yeah.
simple and right now. And unless I go with super pretty, like girly stuff. So it was quite interesting. I like this. But then from wearing it, so many people really like.
Because it's so shiny, it's so pretty. Like even I'm like, wow. Wow. It's
Yeah.
the laser cut on the diamond. I mean
Mhm.
on the flower, and
Yeah.
it shines. It as the light hits it, it
Mhm.
actually changes. It's so
It's also very feminine, and like it's just really pretty. There's nothing
that's
to
it.
not like about, I
I'm
think.
getting it next year.
I think like this beside a bracelet like this, it's like this is like okay, it's just a bangle, it's fine. And if you know the brand, okay, that's good. But like yours stands out more because it's such a pretty design, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Everybody would be drawn to it automatically. Even if they don't know the brand, they would be drawn to the design and just
Yeah.
how pretty it looks.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I love this, and now I'm like about to move put it back. But
Do you have anything else on your wish list for VCA?
yes, 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 yes.
What's one of
I
it?
actually really, 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 really want this bracelet. Ah, I think I saved it on my desktop. Let me see. I'm like when I love something, it's like, oh wait, do I have it or not? Oh man, it's sweet.
Ah,
Cider
okay.
sweet, so it's smaller than this, but it has the 30 cloves, or the one that's longer.
Oh, so it's the necklace, the
Oh,
long
Yeah, it's
necklace?
necklace, but
Wow.
long necklace, and it's rose gold. There's no diamond, but rose gold. When I saw it, I actually wasn't really thinking of it, but my subscriber, my memory is just so bad. But hey, and Korean subscriber I met in New York. When I went to New York, she bought my jumbo white.
ah, yes,
Oh,
yes.
She bought that, and oh my goodness, I'm so bad at remembering names. But so she was wearing that necklace
Oh,
2 times around. So it was like right here, but like cross,
double
And I
up.
was like, wait a minute, that is VCA. And I asked her, like, what is that? I have never seen someone wearing it like that. And she said, oh, this is my favorite. And she told me about it. And yeah, that was it.
But the size is sweet.
Sweet.
Oh,
It's smaller. So when you have it twice,
it
how do you
looks
call it?
really good.
okay. I
Yeah,
have to
it's
look it up on the
smaller.
website later.
Yes, look it up. It's
Giving me
right under
ideas.
10,000. I think 8,000 something. But anyways, there was no diamonds, but really pretty, actually really feminine. It only comes with rose gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Uh,
okay, VJ says, is it called the Lucky Spring?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Lucky Spring.
Maybe Kat can look it up.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Let me
while
look
we
it
go
up.
to the next question.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we already asked, or someone already asked this during our last live stream when you were here, but let's just ask it again in case it has changed. So which classic flap is your
Small.
but which color? Is it still the white?
Gray.
Oh, is it the 20, is it 21A or 20?
Yes, I think you and I,
Yeah.
are the twins.
Yeah, I know that one is the best one, right?
It's the best. Honestly, I wear white more.
Hmm.
But if I have to choose one, oh my goodness, wait.
So how come? How come that one now?
Because I don't have anything like it. I have
Okay.
many white bags, white color handbags.
Yeah.
So that's maybe why. But that color is very, very, very hard to come by. Not just Chanel, but other brands. When I
Yeah.
see it, I don't see that type of a gray color. So I
Yeah.
really like it. It's so wearable. I don't really love gray color in general,
Yeah.
you know?
But I think that gray, like depending on the sunlight and the lighting, it just looks white sometimes, or just like a very light, almost like a light blue sometimes even,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is really, really pretty. And it also goes
Baby
well with,
blue.
yeah.
So I liked it a lot. Gray to me, it matures me. First
Okay.
thing I think of is it makes me look dead and old
Okay.
and grungy, or I'm not grungy, like grumpy, or kind of like an unhappy type of color. But when I think of that gray color, classic small, I think of like a happy gray. It's
Interesting.
really, yeah, different. I really like that gray color. I have to wear that more. But see, I need to really renovate our closet. But yeah, I need to really do something to make it better for me to see things to get at
Yeah.
the same time, so I can pick. But now I'm picking more like what I see right in front of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's interesting. Yeah, for me, the color that makes me like look dead is like yellow beiges. Like you know how everyone likes the beige clair from Chanel? For me, it doesn't do
oh,
anything. Like it really
right.
just um it's like the same as my skin tone, and it just
Mhm.
blends in and it doesn't stand out. And it
Mhm.
also, yeah, just a bag maybe less, but especially in clothing, like if I had a coat in that color, don't
I
look
know
good
what
at
you're
all.
saying. Yeah.
Okay, I found it. I think I found it. Let me just share
Okay,
my screen.
let's see
Hang
it.
on. Give me a second. I think it's this one that you're talking about. Let's see it. Is it this?
Oh yeah.
Is it this? Yeah.
Oh, this is it. Sweet
Oh
home.
my
It's called the
gosh.
Sweet
Long
Home
necklace.
Umbrella Long Necklace 16
Uh-huh.
motif. It's
16
the
motif.
hammered. It's the hammered. It's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see it when
pretty.
it's double.
So
It's
you
like
can
so
wear double,
pretty.
but also she told me you could wear just once and clip it and make it one longer in the middle.
Oh, so like
You
a
know,
lariat
like why?
necklace.
Like
Wow.
why? And she
Yeah.
looks really sexy. Put it underneath. You know, I was like, we're like talking girly talk at the time, and oh my goodness, I really loved it because this is like something that you need to see it and
Yeah.
see someone wearing it, then you know that's yours or you want that type of style. That's just what I like because I don't like something too powerful, but I want something a little minimal. You
It's
know.
really nice. Actually, because the flowers or clovers are
Mhm.
smaller, then when you double it up, it's not too big on the neck. It
Right.
actually looks really pretty.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it is very pretty. And I really like VCA chains actually.
It's
It's
very
different
Right.
than
shiny.
other chains that you see from Cartier and Tiffany and VCA is just amazing.
Okay. So
They
ideas
Shinier.
for everyone.
huh? What?
Ideas for everyone.
Yeah, I know. That's like something that I'm like looking into.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
Nice.
don't know if this is available though, because now it's been really hard to get anything from VCA.
Yeah,
So
everything is always sold out now. Anything, even LV is so hard to buy nowadays.
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah,
And
very
but
hard to
especially
buy.
jewelry too. They're always out of stock. Um and anyway, that's another topic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I see this question very often, not just for this live stream, but we get asked all the time. What do you think of the walk? We already know the answer, but
Yeah, I try really hard to like it. I think,
so do,
that says
so
it
do
all.
I. So do me. So do I. So do I. I'm like, let's try it again.
but
Let's
I
try.
want to try again after they have changed the clip, style. They now have
Magnet.
a magnet, so that is what I normally like. So when I went to the LV store, I mean not LV, Chanel, uh, I saw one and I kind of looked into it and I was like, oh, nice. They changed. I like it. But then I moved on.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I
What
don't
about
know.
it? Okay, what about it that you don't doesn't attract you or doesn't make you say, okay, I'm gonna buy it? What about it? Besides the magnet, but now that's fixed, right? Besides the clip.
Mhm. I think I really like classic mini style better than wall on the chain because the way how the shoulder strap is attached, it's more secure with the classic mini where it goes through the hole on the flap. And even if you have heavy stuff or someone is pulling the bag or because I'm thinking of a lot of things, I think a lot, but and I have little kids, so they tend to kind of always pull me
Grab.
down or
Yeah.
hanging on to whatever I'm with. So wall on the chain, I don't know, maybe they have changed now, I don't know, but that's the first bag I thought of getting when I was getting into Chanel world because it's cheapest. At that time it was
Mhm.
like 1800. I still remember, or 16 or 18. Now crazy.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
can't
like
believe.
what? Two plus? Two, maybe
True.
more.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Three.
style. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's really closer to three, four. It's like in Canada, some of them are like in the four, like high fours, even five, depending on the style. Like if you get the 19 one, it's more expensive.
Oh
Mhm.
It's really
wow.
expensive actually now. It's just add a little bit of money, just get but it's always been like that too before, I feel.
Yeah.
Like in the past, it would be in the 2000s Canadian dollars. But if you add a little bit more, like
Mhm.
maybe like half 1.5 times that money, then you can get
Mini.
the mini square before. Like
Yeah.
before, obviously not now, but you know what I mean? It's
I
just
think
always
wall on
been
the chain, wall on the chain is more for those who have no problem putting the credit cards inside
Mm.
the, slots on the back of the wall on the chain. Whereas me, I don't like that
Yeah.
inconvenience because when I'm switching my bag from one to another, I want to just grab my wallet, and just put it inside. I don't want to go through, like taking the credit cards, each one, and put in one, each spot to use the wall on the chain only. But when you're traveling, maybe I don't know, it's good. But when I tried it, it was with the flap style, not the flap, the snap button.
Mm.
Snap button. That was really, I don't understand why they did.
It's very annoying. It's really hard to close, and
Very
you
hard to
gotta find, and it's such a
Yeah.
small little button. You're like,
Oh, yeah. Yes. And you don't want to go through again, so you don't want to open it.
yeah.
What is that for then,
yeah.
It has to make your life easier, but it just makes it more difficult. So that's another reason. And it really didn't fit much inside of it's tiny bag and it's meant to be tiny. So that's maybe on me, but just for my, laziness, I guess I'll say. So it just didn't do. But I know a lot of people love wallet chain, and wallet chains are one of the best selling style handbags from many brands. I know that because the price is always good. And also, it has that nice feature, not classic, but it's nice. It's got CC on the front also, and it has same caviar or lambskin or whatever, you can pick more, I guess. So I'm not a big fan. I tried. I think I bought at least two and I sold them.
Oh, you have bought it
I
before.
did. I tried. That's what I'm saying. I try really hard. I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it, but it just didn't work.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I never even bought it, but every time I try it in store, it's too in between. It's not like a bag. It's not enough of a bag. But I also like micro bags, right? I really like the
Yeah.
tiny little bags, but those are different. Those are so lightweight that I feel like those are actually more convenient than a walk for me, because if you talk about retrieving a card, right? Well, literally you open it, you see the card already. You don't have to look for that slot in the wallet on chain to get it. And then I know the wallet on chain fits more, like it can fit your phone and everything, but it gets too it gets too like too stuck together, all your things, when you put too many things. Then I'd rather just go up a size and get the bag, right?
Mhm.
So
Right.
I almost felt like it was always too in between,
Yeah.
and I'd rather go even smaller or a
Mhm.
slightly larger.
Great
um
point.
and the
Yeah.
chain was always too long as well,
Oh
which I
yeah,
didn't
that's
like.
Yeah.
what I forgot to talk about, or I
Right.
forgot how it was, but it was way too long for me, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to wrap it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
At
I'm
that
gonna
time. Yeah.
pull a question here from the audience.
Mhm.
This is a good one, actually. Lynn loves luxury. Question for Hermes: do you store your bag with the twirlies?
Mm.
Why not?
Mm,
Yeah,
I don't.
I keep it
I
as it is.
I
If I
don't.
have
But,
it.
but
I do. I do. But I took I took this off because I didn't want the look of it. And just
right.
now we just switch out the way how it depends what I'm wearing. The outfit, I don't know now. I've been really liking without any of the charms or twillies, actually nothing. Yeah.
Depends on where you stay, I guess, Lynn. Like if you live in a very humid space, like country, it's better not to keep your twillies tied on the handles.
Mm-hmm.
One, it could create mold because maybe you've been using it without the handle, then you tie the twilly on it and you leave it, and then it's sweat and everything, you get moldy.
Yeah.
Or it could
Yeah.
dry out the leather because it actually absorbs the moisture from the leather into the twilly. So if you live in a very humid country, actually you gotta take it off. But depends on where you stay. Like I know some people like maybe it's more dry, then you don't have this issue, it's fine. But if you like me,
So you remove your
I
twillies
remove
every
it.
time you
Mhm.
use your bag?
Mm.
Yeah, I would do that too if I lived in Singapore, I think.
Yeah, humid.
Humid, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I live in Florida, so people think it's humid, but we have a dehumidifier
Yeah, then it's okay.
in the closet, so yeah, we have that on.
Then that's
Not all
fine.
the time, but when rains are time to time, I turn that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I have a temperature, like the humidifier
Mhm.
temperature, the one that can, you put it with your stuff and you can see what's the humidity level. So in Singapore, the humidity level for a house that's just like not managed, it can be about 70 to 80% humidity. So it's really wet and just hot and sticky. So what I do with my bags is I have one of those thermometers to check, and I keep it enclosed in a way that I can check the humidity. Should be around 40 to 50, like a camera box. So that's the best humidity level. Not too dry, not wet, and then the bags will last longer.
Mm. One thing to point out, it's better to store your bags with the wood. I mean, okay, one example, I mean, I didn't damage the bag, but I was really shocked to see one time, because I talked about canvas bags I don't use much, right? So one time I was gonna move that bag to somewhere, and when I lifted it, it wouldn't come off, it was stuck to the bottom, and I was like,
Oh.
Oh, it like kind of melted. It's not melted, it's like sticky.
because canvas is coated with the
Yeah.
what do you call it, like filter, not filter, like a film,
Mm.
like it's clear, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what do you call that? It's like coating,
It's a coating.
Yeah.
in front of the canvas, so that's what it was stuck to the glass. So what I'm saying is wood is better. Wood,
Right.
shelves, it's better than glass. The glass over time, when you leave the bag too long, even leather bag, not just the canvas, but canvas for some reason, but nothing happened. So it was good. But because I I'm like, I was like, so
Oh.
at the end, when I looked at the bottom, it was fine, but I could tell if I left it too long, it could happen. So
Is it because glass is like such a smooth surface, whereas if you have a little bit of texture on the wood, then it doesn't? Is that why?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that was very interesting because I
Yeah.
didn't think that's gonna happen to glass.
Interesting.
Very
Because my shelves, there are like the IKEA shelves, so it's wood, but it's just is it composite wood? Like it's just
Like plywood.
yeah, and then there's a layer of that coating as well. So is that bad or is that good?
What do you mean? Sorry, I missed it. I was like reading.
You know the IKEA shelf?
Yeah. Wood. But
Yeah,
it's
okay,
not
so
wood.
those are what you meant, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think the safest is to keep the dust bag under.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I do.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
have
do.
that too. I have that too.
Yeah, I used to do that, but then I stopped doing it when I was moving. But
Mm.
yeah.
Interesting. Oh, there's a question. Let me pull another one. So yeah, so I don't store my bags with the twilly. I mean, I don't take them out every single time because if I know I'm going to use my bag, but if I know I'm going to store my bag, I take off everything from the bag.
Mhm.
Let's pull this one from. Thank you for the super chat. Okay,
Oh, thank you.
how do you guys feel about exotics?
Mm. Do you have any?
Do you have any, Charis?
Not
I don't.
total.
Not even the touch?
Touch. No, not Birkin touch. I have the one Picatin with the just
Yeah, me too.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the one I have as far exotic, and also LV capucines. Only the top.
Would you get exotic on your quota bags?
Yes,
You would?
I would.
Like a full one or just
Full exotic.
Mm, Not into shiny style Croc.
But the matte
But if
version.
it's matte, maybe I'll be interested. If it's shiny, it'll be nice if it's tiny bag.
like a mini Kelly?
Like Kelly, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Kelly or yeah, clutch style event,
Mm.
fine. But Croc, I'll say, but ostrich, that's what I've been actually looking into and I've been asking, but
Ah,
not easy to get also.
yeah.
Ostrich, I thought it would be easier, but yeah, not easy. Nothing is easy though, but it's yeah.
Actually,
So would
let's
you get a? So are you like if you were to ask for an exotic quota bag, which one would it be? Birkin?
Birkin.
Mm,
Birkin
25?
for sure. 25.
25, yeah.
me
Yeah,
too.
that's a nice one.
But exotic, wow.
I really like ostrich. I don't have one, but I know how durable it is, and I like the look of it better than Croc. It looks really
Yes.
cute,
Yes.
like kind of like a polka dot type of look,
Yeah.
you know.
What color would you get in the ostrich?
Rose sakura.
Ooh, that's
I mean, that would be
pretty.
really pretty, but even noir would look really, really chic. Or I don't know. I don't want to think too much because it's not possible.
No, it's possible, but at least you can dream about it now.
I know.
Eventually,
Well,
like one day, right? We don't all
one
have
day.
to get everything right now.
No.
Especially with Hermes, we can't anyway.
Even if
Yeah.
you wanted
So
it.
slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Quite
slow.
hard to. And I see someone asking about 22 Chanel. Is that Chanel 22 or
Here we go.
how is your
Yes.
22
How is
bag?
your 22 bag? You
Oh,
have a
right.
22? You have a 22. Like you bought a white. Is it a white?
No,
maybe.
No, it's
black.
black.
Oh, okay,
I
black.
have black size small.
So how is your 22?
I don't have any issue,
Oh, good.
but a lot of people keep asking.
No, because
That
because
makes
I
me
had
nervous.
issues.
Okay.
And also I think before I discovered my issues, there was a lot of videos on YouTube already of people also
Oh.
reporting issues on theirs. Um, on mine, the issue was still minor, but it was still a very new bag, and I've only probably used it like 5 times, and they were not really heavy uses either. So I was quite surprised to see the wear and tear.
Mm.
Even though mine is considered minor, I still brought it back to Chanel and I asked them to look at it. Um,
What did
and
they say?
yeah, but some other people are having more like other people, some of them have like cracking on the outside of the bag. So especially around the bottom corners, they have cracking over there. Some people have just like random spot on the surface of the bag. And then for most people, it's the peeling where the chain comes off. And so there's quite a bit of inconsistencies, it seems, ever since the 22 bag launched. And it's hard to pinpoint which ones won't have issues and which ones will, because I noticed, especially because I've been following the Purse Forum thread on the 22 bag ever since, I've noticed that a lot of people also don't have issues. But then their bags, based on the photos that they posted, looks kind of like a hardier, like a thicker, grainier leather as well. And I guess it depends on the batch, and it's hard for the individual buying the bag to really know until you can compare it. But yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate event. I feel that Chanel's 22 bag has had already such a roller coaster.
Yeah,
kind of
roller coaster launch actually.
Yeah.
Oh well, but it's good to know that your bag's okay. Did you like inspect it, Charis?
Do
Yeah,
you
when
use
they
it
told me
often? Your
about
22?
Yeah, Amy, you asked me about it, right?
I
So
did, yeah.
as I checked, I don't see anything that has changed
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
yet. Yeah, so hopefully nothing happens in the future. But I was really shocked when
Yeah.
I think even when I unboxed it, I saw some comments saying she saw someone on Instagram, the letters came off.
Right. The
Oh yeah,
cracking,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Chanel.
Yeah.
One of them came off. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I think the L, like
really
the,
old.
and one of the alphabets came off. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
think I
know,
saw.
so that's like,
But that
wow.
can be fixed, right? That is
Yeah, that
something
can
that
be
they can
fixed.
just put back. But
What
I
if
think
you
as far
lose
as
it?
the leather cracking or peeling, that's
That would be
that's
Canel. If the H went on, it would be Canel or Hanel.
Oh my goodness.
But also, Charis, I think because you have the first batch, like you have it from the first
Mm.
season, right? I
Yeah.
got it from the second season, and then
Oh.
I feel anyway that more people have issues since the second season.
Could you return it? Did you when you went to
So
the
there's no return in Canada, but I did
Oh,
bring it back and they did investigate, and in the end they offered me a credit. So I have a credit right
oh,
now, but there's no return in there's no refund in Canada. So even though
oh,
it's not my fault, but at least I guess they know me as a longtime client and everything, and they were willing to investigate on mine, and in the end they offered me a credit. So that was,
Yeah.
I guess, still unfortunate because like now I have a big credit sitting there, but I can at least choose to buy another 22 in the future or buy another bag altogether. But yeah, I think some people, like other YouTubers, I think Romina tried to, she brought hers to Harrods in the UK, and apparently they told her that it's normal, so they're not even helping her at all. I believe, yeah, Daycub, he brought his back. I don't know where he's located, but he got a refund. And
Mm.
then Yasmin from Toronto, her channel is what's her channel again? She just did my tag video. But anyway,
The real is that shaken?
oh, the
Something?
real check-in. Sorry, yes.
Check-in.
She also is from Toronto. Although she bought hers a long time ago, she bought it from the first season, and hers is the pink one. And I believe her issue is similar to mine, just very minor. And so I think hers is like been too long ago, and I don't know if she's pursuing the issue very much or if it's just too long ago. So I think there's various people that are having some issues. Some are more grave than others, and
Mm.
some stores have been able to be like at least help. But yeah, it also depends on the policy and also just your local store, right? Like we only have one store here in Vancouver, and because in general in Canada there's no refund, even if it's not your fault. But I guess you just have to work with your own SA or your own store manager maybe to see if you can do something about it.
man.
I think in general, it's hard for brands to admit anything, and of course everything is alleged at this point, right? We're all reporting things, but I don't know. I think until I feel like for Chanel, it would be great to just have it more consistent because I really like the bag. I think you and I, like everybody who buys the 22 bag, agree that the 22 bag is so practical and it's so useful. And it's actually really pretty to look at. And it's just such an unfortunate thing that there's so much inconsistency in the texture, right? And how it wears so quickly. And it almost feels like it's like where they source the raw material, there's like a issue with the manufacturing of that. And it depends where you got the raw material. So again, I don't know because I don't work for Chanel and we haven't really been provided real answers, to be honest. I think in the end, if your store is able to help you, then great, but you have to kind of deal with it on a case-by-case basis. So yeah, it's really roller coaster, like a real.
But at least you got your refund. I mean, you got a kind of like a
You got credit.
You got a credit. Yeah, even in Singapore, you don't get refund. Like once your
Yeah.
money is taken, it's it. Even if the bag has an issue and they're willing to take it back, it's also credit only, and you need to do it within. I think Singapore is 14 days or 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really strict.
Yeah.
I've
Oh, well.
never really returned anything, so I don't know how it is in the US, but I think US is normally more
US,
open.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's still a bit more flexible
Yeah.
because at least I know you are able to return even Chanel items if you're within the return period. Whereas here, there's just absolutely no return. Once you buy something, you're committed. You can exchange once, but you can never get a refund here.
Wow.
If you change your mind, you can you can return it for credit, and then that credit you can only use it to buy one time. Like you can't exchange it again. That's what I mean by you can exchange once. So it's quite strict here. It's more similar to Asia, the rules here. Yeah.
I think we've only got 4 more minutes with you, Charis.
Yeah.
So let's pull one
Charis,
more.
I know
Let me pull
you
one.
have to go soon, so just let us know like when you have to absolutely go, because I know you need to get ready to go.
Okay, let me pull this one from Karen. Karen KH611. How comfortable are Oran sandals and other H shoes? Charis.
I think that question is for you, Kat, and for
Oh, it's for
Charis.
me? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
both of you, because you both have the Oran sandals, right? Well, I have other shoes. I can talk about the other shoes.
I'll let Charis go first.
Ooh.
Oran. You have quite a few.
Yeah, orange sandals are not really for comfort. Zero comfort. It's just wearing like a wood stick. I'm just gonna get to the point. I mean, it's not really. There's no
Padding.
Something. Yeah, there's nothing.
It's very flat.
It's very, very flat, and I think newer style is still flat. I don't know why they don't really do anything about it. I have older one and the newer one, yeah. But when I compare those two, I think it's about the same. I don't think they really care about the comfort for that type of shoes. I don't understand.
So you don't like the Oran sandals, right?
I like the look.
You like the look. Okay.
I like the look still, and I bought recently another orange sandal.
But they're not comfortable, okay?
No. But I am more of fashion.
I mean, for me, they're okay. I think because I won't say they're actually, you're right. They're not comfortable, but they're kind of comfy at the front part because of the leather.
It kind of hugs, yeah.
Yeah, they hug you, so that part's nice. But in terms of walking, yeah, they're not the best. Really, they're not. They're loud when you go down the stairs. They're like pia 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 pia.
Yeah.
But you're right. They look nice. They actually look really nice on the feet.
They look nice, yeah. They look really nice. I think it was really clever design that they did with H not looking like H, but it's H.
Yeah.
When you look at it, it's H, quite big H, but
yeah,
you can really tell. I didn't even think about it. Later on, I realized, oh, that's like H.
So we all have the sheep sandals now.
Oh
right?
yeah, we have
all
the
have it.
sheep.
And Kat, you tried. You just wore it. What do you
Yeah.
guys think of that one?
The sheeps, huh? They're
Charis, we have
comfy.
the same color. We have the natural color.
Oh.
They're the
You
shirt.
know the
The
dad
shirt.
sandal? The dad sandal?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I like it. I think so I've started to, I think I've worn it a few times already. I don't have that issue that you have, Amy, where
Yeah.
it
So you
scrapes
don't have
your.
the rubbing
I
from the
don't,
thread?
but that I wonder that
Oh.
if it's because you told me that it scrapes. Then what I did was I took a nail file
Ah,
and then I just like gave it a bit of like file down that part where the extra thread was.
yeah.
So I actually don't have any sharp
That's
scraping
good.
on the top of my foot. Though you know it comes with two straps, right? The bigger strap, and then there's one where you can have the
Yeah.
Velcro. So that part, when I walk the first day, it was kind of pressing on my foot a bit as I walk like this. But after a couple of hours of pressing, actually it was fine. So it softens. So it's really comfortable. I like it. I like it enough that I've told my essay, if there's another color,
Get another pair.
I want another pair. Oh no.
What about Charis?
Are you talking about Cypress?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's the
Oh,
one.
yeah, ship. Yeah, yeah.
Chirp, or I don't know. Somebody says it's chypre, some is shy.
No, I even double checked. I double checked that there's no accent in the French website, so it cannot be chypre.
So it's
Oh.
what? Chirp.
Sheep.
Sheep. Okay, sheep, like
You have
sheep.
to call it ship.
It's okay. Just I think everyone knows. Like it's just French. It's French words, so it's really hard to say if you're not a French speaker. So,
Sheep.
but if you pronounce
Sheep.
it properly, I'm pretty sure it's sheep
Sheep.
sandals. So it's
Sheep.
almost like saying sheep, but like not really. It's like sheep.
Sheep. Sheep.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like it. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Really comfortable for my feet. I don't have any issue with rubbing. I don't have any issue with poking
Pressing.
or. I mean, maybe because I'm comparing to orange sandals, just because they're both
Mhm.
black. I was really surprised how much I wear them. Because orange sandals look more feminine, and that's 100% my style.
Yes.
Cypress sheep or sheep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Cypress or-
okay.
those sandals are not really my style, honestly.
Yeah.
When I bought them, it's because really popular one.
Yes.
I mean, one time I asked him, and I wasn't really sure if I would get it or not, but I wanted to ask and see if it's available because nothing is available. So I asked, and he said, "Oh, it's very hard to come by, and most of the time your size is not gonna be available." La, 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 la. So I was like, okay, maybe not. Later he is like, "Charis, one just came in. Your size 37. Do you want it or not?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah. Now
I was like,
take my card.
"You know what?" And then I really like them.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Again, you don't know until you really use them.
It's
And they
true.
look really nice.
Yeah.
But they make my feet, I mean, not my feet, they make my legs look better. Like,
Chunky, yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's kind of chunky.
I like to wear
Yeah.
them, but for sure on days that I wear them, it's like such a casual look. If I try anything, like if I try to be more feminine, it just
Yeah. It
No.
just it crashes.
No, there's
like,
no way.
yeah.
oh,
So you
that's-
just go with it. Just go with the
yeah,
dad look.
just wear them. Just wear them. Don't care about your look. Just wear them. It'll be fine. But it's like so big and bulky, and that's why I call it death sandal style. But I actually wear them a lot more than
Yeah.
people see on my channel actually, because I don't look good. So I don't really like, even when I do what I wear video type thing, like I look at it, I'm like, no, I think people are not gonna like it, so I don't even do it. But I wear them a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also I have Dior death sandals, similar, death sandal. I
Oh.
got the Dior one because Chanel was all gone and the resellers bought everything, da da da. So I was like, okay, I don't have to wait for you. So I got Dior. I wear them so much. I wear them so much. So I'm like very, very interesting. I wear them. So you actually go for comfort later on. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. When
Yes.
something's not comfortable, you actually don't end up really using that much. But I recently got orange color wool.
Oh.
The
Hybrid.
sheep.
The
The
sheep.
sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the wool ones.
Is it the
Wool
same
one.
sizing or do you have to
Oh.
change
Same
size?
sizing.
Okay.
I think it's same size. I didn't try, but I bought them, over the
Okay.
phone. So the essay I met in Texas, she's new to me, but she's very, very nice. I can't believe it. I can't believe she's Hermes essay, but
Mm.
she's like LVSA type of level,
Oh,
very
nice.
friendly. Yeah. So anyway, she texts me so much. Do you want this? Do you want this? I'm like, no. But she asked me, she said one came in, it's orange color. I was like, oh, but then she was like, oh, somebody wants it, would you like it? And I was like, okay, I'll try. So I got
Yeah.
it, and I wore them 3 times already, and I cannot believe I wore them that much with that bright orange color. I never do that, but really, really, really,
Oh
really,
no, now I'm kind of regretting because my
really
essay.
comfortable. It feels like wearing like UGG that I wear at
Oh.
home.
So you wear it out, right?
Yeah, not this, but I'm talking about, Hermes.
Yeah, the furry
Orange
version.
color
The wool
furry one,
version.
Yeah.
the
Ah.
wool version. It's really comfortable. I feel like I'm wearing this. Like,
I think it's probably more comfortable than the regular one because it's
yeah,
so
more
like it's
comfortable.
everywhere is covered, right?
I
Yeah,
actually,
both
my
wool
essay actually
fluffy.
offered me the wool ones, and I was like,
Oh,
no,
What
ugly.
color?
what
They
color?
were I think they were green, like top, not like a mint, like a beautiful mint green.
Yeah.
And my
Oh,
essay
yeah,
was
I
like,
saw also actually orange sandal. They didn't have a
yeah.
size for me, but that
And I was
color is
like,
really
no.
pretty.
I was like, no.
Maybe you should get it.
Ah, too late.
Ah, but
But
you do live in Singapore. It's really
yeah,
hot
that's
there.
right. Yeah.
That's true.
It's too
Yeah,
hot there.
if
I
it
think
rains, yeah. I mean, we rain often too, but us rain, it stops like 5 minutes later.
Oh,
So
no. I was just
then the
thunderstorm.
sun comes up. So it's okay, but maybe not. Yeah, not for
That's
you.
kind of
Yeah.
what I thought. I was like, oh, it rains so much.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll buy another one though. With
Yeah,
this,
one is good
Mm.
enough. Plus, you already have the
one is
brightest
good.
color, so.
Yeah, and then she told me black is available too.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
one day after, and I was like, oh my goodness, she thinks I'm gonna buy everything. So I said, well, actually, I have something similar, to Dior. So I
Yeah.
didn't get it. But then now I'm thinking maybe I should. Because black I wear a lot.
Yeah. By the way, Charis, if you have to go, just let us know, okay? Because I know you have a bit of leeway, but do you have to go yet, or do you have a couple more minutes?
I do have 5 more minutes.
5 more
Okay.
minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We do have a question that we haven't answered from. I think this one is an interesting one, but it'll take up all the 5 minutes, I think. Do you ever feel unsafe wearing your luxury items, your bags and your jewelry?
Never.
That's good.
I feel safe. I know I get that question sometimes. I'm like, I don't wear like a diamond Birkin or soft Birkin. I mean, a lot of people don't know. It's that expensive bag actually, because we know.
Mhm.
Whoever watch luxury or interested, maybe more people know than I think, but a lot of times they know because of the logo.
Yeah.
So if you're carrying like Birkin or Kelly, and also a lot of fakes are out there too, kind of similar style also, like from even, like Saint Laurent, if you say so. I don't know. I don't really ever feel that way. And also, I don't really go out a lot, even
Mm.
if I see me like luxury shopping vlogs. But that's like only when I go, I film that, right? But I'm with my
Yeah.
husband pretty much all the time, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't feel like that. I rarely go by myself and I have 3 kids, so I try not to go out. And when I am going out with kids, going somewhere casual, I go really casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what we always say. Like we actually dress for the occasion. Like if we know that we're going somewhere, if you want to call it a kind of a shadier part of the town, then we'll just dress really, really casually. And even if we were to wear a luxury bag, for example, I would wear maybe like my LV twice, which is just all black color anyway. So there's monogram embossed on it, but like you can't really see it. And
Right.
it's so under the radar, really. And so like, I think you just have to be smart about it in a sense that you use your common sense. You don't wear, like, I wouldn't wear my Birkin everywhere, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And if I'm just going over to a friend's house and there's going to be lots of kids around, there's a party. Yeah. You don't need
bring
to wear
your
a
white
Birkin
bag.
or a Kelly.
Don't bring your white bag.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, some people, I get question too, like, do you wear your Chanel classic flap all the time? Or someone said they don't understand why people buy these luxury items and don't wear them. And what's the point of not wearing it, Well, yes and no. You need to wear them because you pay them money and you want to make it worth it. But at the same time, you want to keep them as pristine as possible because you pay that much your earned money. So you want to protect it, to the best you can. So the more you wear, the more it will get wear. I mean, it's going to wear out.
Yeah.
Anything. So I think even if you don't wear it, you put it in front of you, you are actually wearing it in a sense. You're like enjoying it and like, like
display. It's like your art. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, that's like, you're like, I love that. And you can think of all the, it's just, anyways, yeah, people enjoy what they have and different ways, I think. But I know some people just buy them to display and don't ever use them. Yeah, so that's really up to, what they think. Yeah. Okay, I have 1 minute, but I could answer some.
We'll just do this one. Do you still like your Birkin 30 more than your Birkin 35?
I don't have Birkin 25 yet.
Oh!
I think a lot of people think I have Birkin 25. People
think it's so popular.
Yeah, and also when I wear the gold Birkin 30, someone asked me, she thought it was 25.
I thought it was a 25. Yeah,
really?
I don't know.
Do you have a Kelly 25?
No.
Oh, so you don't have any 25?
I don't think I have maybe everything, but I don't.
Even I thought you had a 25. I was like, Charis has a 25 in gold.
No. I don't have a lot. I don't have many. I just have what I have, but I would love to get 25. Yeah, but it just hasn't come and I'm not really struggling about it. I'm just, I don't have to get it. If I don't get it, I don't have to get it. But if it comes in, I'll be love to, I'll be happy to get it. So yeah, I love to, add 25. Size 25 will be very, very nice. But I know it's not as big, for the handle drop.
Yeah, you
that's
can't wear
the
it all the
thing.
time.
I'm like, because I always have this thing and this thing, and it's going to get in the way. I really can see myself struggling.
It's handheld only.
Yeah, so it will be only to hold it, but at the same time, I'm thinking because most of the time I hold my bag like this.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I will complain when I have to put this and hold my, like Caleb's hands or, I'm like thinking a lot of things. But anyways, if I get offer, of course I'm gonna go for it. But
take it.
But 25, I don't have it. But even if I have 25, I think 30 would be just really ideal and safe size, not too small, not too big. So I like 30.
Yeah.
I don't have 25, but I like 30 more. I can tell I will, but who knows? Anyways, I don't know. I don't have it yet, so I don't know it, but I am really satisfied with size 30. So it doesn't make me like, oh, I don't have 25, like, I need to get it, or I'm okay.
I think you will like it from a styling perspective, but probably, yeah, practical, you will probably still use your
Go with the
30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see 25 being just perfect size though,
It is though. It is. It's cute.
Picture,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect.
Okay, then.
Well, thank you so much, Charis, for coming on. Like, we have so many more questions we didn't even get to ask you, but time is limited and we'd love to have you back again. So, but anyway, we know that you have to go pick up your
Thank you.
kitties.
Yep.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. And it's just really, really, I enjoyed the time flew by, and just thank you so much for, asking
We
me
will
to join. This
we
is
will
so much fun. I
see
was
you
nervous,
again.
but fun.
No, yeah, there's nothing to be nervous about. In fact, I think I saw a comment. Someone said, Charis is so funny. I saw it earlier, which is true. Like,
I saw earlier.
oh, right here.
Oh,
Beautiful and funny.
Funny.
I'm actually really funny. If you meet me, like, nobody really think that, like, is that you?
Oh my gosh, it would be a dream if one day we can actually meet in person. Oh my
Oh, it'll
gosh.
be
I would love to meet
fun.
everybody, like all my YouTube friends in person.
Oh,
That would be so
I
fun.
want to go to your place and
Yeah.
eat the
Vancouver?
Cantonese,
Ah,
Yes.
food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Singapore also, right?
Oh, plenty.
Yes.
If you ever come to Singapore, oh
Oh,
my gosh.
like drooling. Oh my goodness. I love eating.
Same. I love Korean food. Every Friday, so every live stream day, I don't cook on Friday, obviously, because I live stream. So my husband, he always brings back
Korean.
like food court, but I always ask for Korean. That's like my Korean Korean
Yeah.
food thing.
Oh,
That's nice.
Because I like the small
Yeah.
side dishes, like the kimchi, the potato,
Do you
the
eat kimchi?
bean sprout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the side dishes that comes with the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum.
So good.
Oh my goodness. Tonight I'm gonna make galbi tongue. I mean, no, galbi jim.
Galbi-chim.
Galbi
Oh
jim.
my gosh. Oh yeah, your cooking vlogs. It's
With-
like every time it makes me hungry.
Yeah. You're really good cook.
I'm not a good cook, I think, but I just like cooking.
Oh, I think
I like cooking.
like every mom says that. Like even my mom, she's like, oh yeah, I'm not like that good of a cook. But the thing is, we grow up eating our mom's food, right? And so
Mhm.
like we think it's the best, and they always clean it really well. They use the best ingredient. They don't add all the salt and sugar and everything, like not extra anyway, right? So I feel like mom's cooking is always the best cooking. So I'm sure your food tastes really good.
Aw. Yeah, come and visit me.
Oh, one
People
day.
love
Oh my gosh.
I'll
Okay.
make you galbi or something. People like.
Yay.
I'll check your vlogs before. I'm like, okay, this one, let's cook this one.
Okay, make that one. I want to taste that one. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
All right
Anyways.
then. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
We'll
guys.
see you
Thank
again.
you,
Talk about
Charis.
food.
We should let you go.
Yeah. Let
Okay,
you
have
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi guys, thank you for joining too. Oh my goodness, come back and talk about the LV code.
Yes.
That code is good.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right.
We'll finish
Bye,
up. We'll finish
Charis.
up. Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, we still have about 10 minutes left between Kat and I. We can
Let's see.
go through some of the questions. Okay, let's take this out and let's take this out.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't been looking at the comment section as much, so I'm
I
gonna
think a lot
start
of the questions were Charis's, so
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Oh yeah. This is just a comment. Such a genuine conversation. Really wonderful time listening. Learned a lot too. Looking forward to seeing all together. Yeah, for sure. We love having guesses. But yeah, Charis is just she's so funny. Like you guys said, like she's so funny and just raw sometimes. Like her answers, like yeah, those are not really comfortable. Those orange sandals, which I never found them to be comfortable either.
Let's see. Oh, that's a comment. Oh, FYI from Jen. Gris Pearl and
Ah,
Ostrich
yes,
is lighter
Gleepel.
than cow.
Yeah. It's a
Oh,
lighter gray than cow leathers. More like your classic flap color. Mmm. You know what? You know what? That was one of the color that I added as part of when I added my Birkin 25 wish list. Gleepel was actually one of the colors. But then I
mm,
revised it. In the end, I said, "Oh, let's just stick with dark colors for my
maybe
first
for your
bag."
next bag. For your next
Yeah,
bag.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that was actually one color that I had on the list, and then I took it out. But it's true, yeah, it reminded me of, like, the light grays that I really like.
Okay, I'll pull this one. Dimple T dot. Do you get blisters from them even after a long time wearing the sandals? I think this one is maybe for
Is it for the orange sandals or the sheep sandals? I
I
don't have the orange sandals, but, like, the sheep sandals, I bought another pair, remember? I even bought a
mm,
black pair, but that you know, it's kind of like for me, it's a love-hate relationship because I love that they're really easy to throw on, like, literally you slip your feet in, and they do kind of look cool. Like, they don't look elegant or anything, that's not what you buy them for, but they kind of look cool. I guess my hate relationship with those is that I always still have that stitching rubbing issue, and I think it's probably because my skin is more sensitive.
mm,
Um, I feel like my skin is sensitive not just for the sheep sandals, but even for the Chanel sandals. Because I tried to, like, put myself in a position where I'm like, "Okay, I bought the Chanel sandals and I got them in the winter actually, right? So I really wanted to, like, wear them, but when I was about to wear them, every time I just thought, "Ugh, I just don't feel like doing the wear and tear, like, I don't feel like breaking them in." And second of all, it's like, "Ugh, do I wanna suffer again?" Right? Because 'Cause I've
mm,
already suffered for breaking in the other shoes, like, do I wanna do that to another pair of shoes? So in the end I feel like I'm just sensitive to any shoes, more
yeah.
sensitive anyway. So I don't get blisters per se, but then the threading on the first pair, because I didn't know about that issue the first time, it really did cause a lot of friction, and one side of my feet did get the bleeding. So
Oh, I didn't get
yeah,
that luckily because when I heard about it from you, then I did that.
yeah,
So like filing down
yeah,
that sharp part, it
yeah.
helped. Definitely, I didn't get any of that. So I didn't get any blisters even for the Oran sandals. I didn't get any blisters. But if
Mm,
you walk, like if you have like really sensitive, like
yeah.
I don't know,
And I
maybe
have dry skin
yeah,
too.
a dry, like rough,
Yeah.
calluses under my feet anyway. So I don't feel
Mm, yeah.
TMI. But yeah, I don't like maybe if your feet underneath your sole is like really smooth and pedicured, then maybe because constant friction under the shoe you'll get blisters. But for me, I don't get any of that.
Yeah.
Nothing. Actually, there's another continuation of that question. Let me just
Yeah,
pull
I see it too.
SPTN94. Sheep or dad sandals? Um I
Yeah,
think they're
that's more for you, cause
yeah, I I really like the dad sandals. Like they're super, they look good, they're so fun looking. But I think 50, yeah, I think I put them on par. It's just that yeah, and I see VJ's like reading my mind. The Chanel dad sandals are fun, they're comfy, they look good, they look nice to walk in, but they're so expensive. The
yeah.
the Hermes pair, They look good. They look like that sandals, and they're easier to get in and out of, and they're
Yeah.
half the price. So because of that, I feel like it has a little bit of an edge. But the Chanel ones are good as well. So it's really hard to say, like, definitely the sheep are better. It's not. They're just like this a little bit, and the price point makes a huge like plus point for them. Half price.
I know, right?
Mm.
I feel like both of them do look good. Again, if you are diehard Chanel, and honestly, one of my, I think she's a subscriber. Yeah, I think she's a subscriber. She bought my because I was
Chanel.
selling my ones since they were still unworn and I didn't want to break them in. She was looking, everyone is looking for them because I got many questions, right? Like a lot of people were actually interested in those sandals, but they were just wondering about the sizing. So some people are like a 39, but then like in other Chanel shoes. But I think that's what happened to her. She's actually a 39 in the ballet flats, the Chanel ballet flats, but my 37 and a half feet fit her in the that sandals.
Oh.
So it's really interesting. The sizing is really off too. But regardless, that's the thing. Like, they not only are they really hard to come by, but they're so good on the feet. They look really good on the feet. So I think if you're a diehard Chanel fan anyway, yes, it's double the price. I mean, they look so good though. Like, they look, I feel like the Chanel dad sandals actually look better with dresses than the Hermes ones. I feel. Hermes ones feels a bit more casual even. Maybe it's
Yeah.
the color that I have. Because I wore my, although I did wear a lace dress, and then the dad sandals in the natural color, it was really clashing, but it was a day that I was walking around a lot, so I didn't want to like suffer my feet from wearing really dinky elegant shoes. But yeah, like, Marilyn, I got the bleeding from the stitches too, Amy. So yeah, it's like I felt like I was the first one to kind of like, maybe not to discover that, but to actually bring it up, because I haven't ever heard about this ever anywhere else
Mm.
on YouTube until, and I think a lot of people actually also commented on my video saying, "Oh yeah, finally someone is like talking about how uncomfortable they are." And I think it's not that they're uncomfortable necessarily, but that stitching part really can affect a lot of people.
Mm.
And
Yeah, so Marilyn, I found a little like hack for it. One of my friends who was also a member here, she said that she took a nail file, want to file your
yeah.
nails, and then just you go under it and you just like file it down really lightly, and then once you start to like feel that it's softened, then
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the scraping from the
Yeah.
stitches because before Amy told me about it, when I did wear it, I found it a little scratchy. Like I was like, oh, but it didn't really. I didn't think that it may cause bleeding or like scrape off my skin. So I haven't worn it, but then after I found out, so file it down a little bit. It really helps.
And I almost wonder if it's because the way we walk too is different. Because I
Mm.
see her next comment also that so the wool ones are really comfortable on the upper sole and really well made. The only issue is that, well, the rough stitches and also the silver buckle. So yeah, actually the buckle part also kind of, I
Oh.
can feel it a little bit, but it doesn't make me bleed, so at least I can put up with that. But yeah, I do feel the buckle part a little bit too. And I wonder if it's the way we, like, every step we take, our feet moves a
Mm.
different way. Like, the way I walk is probably different from how you walk. So like, I wonder if that can affect it too. Probably, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe you walk outer like this way, out in. I walk
I
more
overpronate, so I don't know.
this way, feet out this way or
I
this way.
think so. I think so
Ah,
because
so
the
that's why.
outside of my shoes always wear out.
So you walk
Yeah.
this way. So I'm right. So you walk this way, whereas I walk heel. I'm more heel walking.
Ah,
So I'm walking
okay.
this way. That's why I get the pain on the top of my foot
Oh,
because I
yeah, yeah,
press
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
on the strap. Whereas you
Yeah.
walk this way, so you get a lot of it on the side
Yes,
buckle.
yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
The wear and tear on my shoes is always on the outer side of my sole, on the back side. which of course orthotics are supposed to help you correct or at least support that, but you can't put orthotics in sandals, right? You really there's one more question about the Jimmy Choos. So Amy, do you still love your Jimmy Choos Bing sandals? Yes, I love them. For me, they are super comfy. Now, granted, as I said before, those are still very dressy shoes. I don't really do a lot of walking, shopping in them. I reserve those pretty shoes for like a wedding, right? Like a full day going to different venues, wedding celebration, or if I have like a nice outing. But I will always, like, me personally, I will always bring a change of shoes. Whether it's another pair of dad sandals or just another pair of like more sporty sandals or just anything that I know I will be more comfortable in, because I'm at this age, right? Not only just health problems, but I'm also at this age where I'm protecting my joints, right? Because it's not just your feet, like it affects all the joints up all the way up to your like hips and your back. If you keep abusing them, it will actually show up more as you age. So they are, for me, the most comfortable luxury heels that I own. And in terms of the toe box, they are really a good size. Like the width is much better than all the other dress shoes that I have. So I would say, yeah, I would highly recommend it. I actually want to get more colors. So, but yeah.
I'm gonna try them when I'm gonna try when I get a chance.
You should try it. Yeah.
Yeah, Bing sandals. Okay.
Yeah. The 65 is really good. The height is really good.
Okay, I think we're at our 2-hour mark. Shall we?
Yeah, we are. So, but yeah, I think this comment is about the shoes again. So maybe we'll finish with this. That is right. The flapping of the Oran when going down the stairs is annoying. It happens to me at the mall.
It's like it hits because it's like Charis say, it's a piece of wood. So when you slap a piece of wood against flooring, it's like pow, yeah, it's so loud. So yeah, sometimes maybe it's just Hermes's way of telling you, please don't walk down the stairs. Please take the escalator. Please take the lift. Be more ladylike. But we're like, pow, pow, pow.
No. Actually, I own this Saint Laurent version of the sandal, like the Saint Laurent version. I think they're called Nu-Pieds. Yeah, Nu-Pieds. And at first, remember, at one point I tried to sell those too, but I had already worn them. And then because, it's really hard to sell shoes unless they're exactly the same size. So I just kept wearing them casually. And it's true, even with those ones, I think because they're flat and they're made of wood, right? Like the heel part is made of wood. So obviously your feet is not all attached to the shoe. So every time you go down the stairs, the heel part will fall, the wood part, right? It would be like that's how it is, right? I think there's no way around it.
And it echoes every time you bought it. Everybody would be like,
everyone knows you're here.
I'm arriving. Pa 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 pa.
But yeah, anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. And if you're just rewatching this post live, then I hope you enjoyed it. We loved having Charis here. We're gonna have more guests, of course. And yeah, our new calendar for the Luxury Live show will I think we'll work on it maybe like next week, and then we'll post it as usual on our community posts. And of course, if you're not subscribed to our channels, please do. That's how you can keep in touch with our live streams and when they go up, because we usually do it at 8 p.m. Pacific time, but depending on the guests, and like we will change that up. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And for the members, tomorrow there's one episode on my channel, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Pacific time or 1
p.m.
1 p.m. Singapore time.
It's about 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.